Should you date a separated person? Risks and tips for healthy relationships. Should you consider dating someone who is separated but not yet divorced? In my opinion, it's generally not a good idea. While there are exceptions, there are significant risks involved. The only situation where I think it might be acceptable is if the person has been upfront with you about their status, either in person or on their dating profile. The reality is that if someone is separated but not divorced, they are likely still emotionally or financially tied to their ex. This means there's unfinished business that needs to be resolved. If they downplay the situation, saying they are done but just haven't gotten around to the paperwork, it's a red flag. Until they formally cut ties, they aren't truly free to move on and start a new relationship. My concerns are based on numerous cases I've encountered, mostly involving women who dated men who weren't divorced. It often leads to a huge headache, even if the person genuinely wants to divorce. You may face issues with their ex, who could become hostile or try to negotiate a better settlement if they discover their ex is dating someone new. I've seen this happen frequently, and it's not limited to one gender. There are two main risks, practical and emotional. Practically, you may face complications with their ex, which can be challenging to navigate. Emotionally, someone who's recently gone through a breakup may be using dating as a distraction from their emotional pain. They might cling to the next person who makes them feel good without considering whether they are a good match. After a divorce, a person's identity is often shaken, and they may not know what they want or who they are. The risk is that once they've healed, they might realize they are not ready for a serious commitment or that you're not the right person for them. To put it simply, dating someone who's separated but not divorced can be complicated and potentially messy. It's essential to be aware of these risks and consider whether it's worth the potential challenges. Exploring different ice cream flavors can be a delightful experience, and I genuinely believe that everyone should take the opportunity to do so. This leads me to an important point regarding dating someone who is currently in a complicated situation. The only time it might be wise to pursue a relationship with such a person is if you are also dating others. This way, you avoid becoming emotionally invested in one individual based solely on hope or the possibility that the relationship could develop into something more meaningful. It's crucial to remember that you should never chase after potential alone. A relationship should be based on who the person is right now rather than who they might become in the future. If you can accept them as they are, then you may proceed, but given the emotional and financial uncertainties that often accompany such situations, I strongly advise against removing yourself from the dating scene based on a conditional arrangement. Think of it like real estate. If you have a property listed for sale, it would be unwise to take it off the market indefinitely just because someone has shown interest, especially when there are numerous conditions that you cannot control. Instead, it might be more prudent to keep your property available and say, "I'm open to serious offers, but until you are ready to make a firm commitment, I will continue to explore other options." This approach allows you to maintain your independence and enjoy life while keeping your options open. I've witnessed this scenario unfold many times, and I would love to hear your thoughts if you've experienced something similar. Please feel free to share your insights in the comments. Thank you for taking the time to read this.